Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be playing a very special fan project called Project Eden's Garden. Now, I have been following this project for an extremely long time, and I even played the prologue quite a bit ago. However, as of today, which is December 20th, 2024, Chapter 1 of Project Eden's Garden has officially released, and today we're going to be playing it. However, we will be playing through the prologue first, just as like a refresher, as they're getting a little bit of a recap, and then we'll be playing all of Chapter 1 completely all the way through. And before we get into the game, to the Project Eden's Gardens team, I'm not just saying this because I'm playing your game on my channel. I really do mean when I say this. This is one of the most polished and well put together Danganronpa fan projects I have ever seen on this planet. So I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to you guys for creating such an amazing game and such an amazing product. And thank you all so much for being so dedicated to this product as well. And, you know, I really hope that this launch day for you is everything you were hoping for and more. And I really hope that this chapter was everything that I was hoping for and more. So without further ado, I and my trusty Monokuma sidekick on the side of me are going to get right into this game. Stay tuned. We can now start chapter 1. Whew, y'all. Okay. Let me get my... Let's start from chapter 1, y'all. Let's do it. Okay, I'm scared because I'm going in completely wholeheartedly blind. I have no idea what is happening. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, this eats. This eats down, bitch. Oh, you ate that. Oh, fuck. You know what I just realized? I'm gonna have to edit this footage tomorrow. Oh my god, it's already 2:30 in the morning. And I'm gonna have to edit this footage sometime tomorrow. Well, I guess I technically don't have to have it, like, edited and posted by tomorrow. I guess that's just, like, a personal, like, me thing, I guess. It's what I wanted, but I just don't think that's realistic anymore. I think this is gonna have to be posted on, like, maybe Sunday or Monday, depending on, like, my time. I mean, I have work off. I have off work for, like, the next, like, week and a half, so I have time. Why am I fucking freaking myself over bullshit that doesn't matter? Anyway. I'm like, oh, I have to get this edited and put out, like, in a timely manner. And I'm like, I have time. I don't have work. I'm fine. Okay, chapter 1. Beneath the veil of hypocrisy. You're your own boss, Diva. I am. Except with my like, government 9-to-5 that I have. I'm not my own boss there. But here I am. And that's liberating. Oh, shit. Okay. I was the last one to take the elevator back up. That Tozu man mentioned something about dorm rooms. I'm also not gonna read flashbacks. I think that's so stupid. Um, the only area to fit that description was this hallway. Are the other students already in their rooms? Oh.
Stop sneezing so damn loud.
So it's true what Tozu said. There's a dorm prepared for each of us. I wonder where mine is. Yeah, boom. Damon.
I see.
Looks like this is it. The room was filled with expensive-looking furniture. In the very back, I could see there was even a bathroom. This is really nice. It's a lot of work for kidnapping, or quoting our kidnapper himself, a game. Which is all the more reason to be wary. Before I even think of resting my eyes, I should search this place for anything dangerous. Bathroom. The bathroom was more in line with what I expected from our kidnappers. Dull, cramped, anything but glamorous. Wait, did this toilet have its own remote control? Damn, never mind what I said. Camera. A camera hung from the roof of the passageway. No matter where I stood in the room, it swiveled around to look at me. Must be equipped with a motion detector. Desk. So we just... So we just have a hot man on our calendar. Work? I'm not judging, Damon. I just didn't know Yo Tank had a little sugar in it, baby. You didn't give that interpretation, but you know. Ally, you know, happy for you.
I just want to say I'm part of the LGBTQ community, and this is my best friend Valentina. She's an ally. Talk, Valentina.
Ally.
There were some sticky notes and pens. For a second, I thought whenever I see the words pens inside, it looked like penis. So I read there were some sticky notes and penis. I was like, what? There were some sticky notes and pens inside one of the drawers. Oh my god. Okay, podium. Why was a podium in the room? I don't plan to receive an active audience here. Wardrobe. What the hell? Inside the wardrobe were about 20 replicas of my outfit? How was that possible? The blazer's tailor-made. My parents sewed the pattern.
Eh?
These books weren't books at all. They were props made to resemble them? What a waste of good bookshelf. I get that physical books are expensive, but... It's a bed. It looks somewhat comfortable at very least. Oh, we can look at the calendar specifically. On the wall was a pinup calendar of a celebrity? What the hell? Am I being messed with? It's pretty sexy, I'll admit.
Are you homosexual?
A what?
I'm homosexual.
What's that?
I'm so sorry. What? I knew it. There can never be a shit stir amongst a group of people without me thinking that they are queer to some extent. And Damon once again is proving my theory correct. It's pretty sexy, I'll admit, but it's also not what I want to look at during a killing game. It's the fact that he's into it. It's the fact that he's like, I mean, yeah, it's hot or whatever, but like, I might die tomorrow. Doesn't seem like there's anything suspicious. He's not even mad that it's a man. He's just like, why is this here? I don't want to die. Geez, picking apart this room made me even more tired. I really don't want to sleep here, but... As I grumbled to myself, I turned to lock my door.
Eh?
Don't tell me.
Damn it.
The lock is broken? Did one of those masked people do this? Those assholes. I grabbed one of the chairs in the room and jammed it under the door handle. It wasn't exactly safe, but it was good enough for now. Today has already been crazy enough, and now I have to worry about dying? Hopefully, whoever decides to kill first will go after one of the more naive students. Maybe the makeup girl. She seems like an easy target.
I mean, what the fuck? Can I live? Can I live? Can I fucking live? Why y'all want to fuck with me? Why? Why y'all so mad at me? What have I done to anybody but to get money?
Not this game clocking me for thinking she was gonna die first. This man is becoming more and more relatable. Real. Hates everyone around him. Likes to look at sexy men on the wall. So far, I see nothing wrong with him. Without bothering to take my shoes off, I walked over to the bed and laid down. Ew! Take your fucking shoes off before you get in bed, you psycho. Now I hope you get killed first. In the game. In the game. In the game. Why was this happening to me? I thought today would be the greatest opportunity of my life. I thought I was finally going to be with my people. Why did it turn out like this? I don't want to die here. I want to go home. I want my mom and dad. But the people running this game seem to be extremely meticulous. There's no way they'll be caught by the police. At least, not before some of us are already dead. That stupid lawyer had no idea what he was talking about. It's only a matter of time until something happens. Only a matter of time. Ooh. Oh.
Welcome to the inner world, my star benefactors. Your mere existence alone has blessed you with the opportunity to have a one-on-one with me, your cherished host, Tozu. Now, restless as you may be, don't move an inch. The show shall start. Maybe tomorrow. I'm getting the last-second jitters. Alas, the best things in life come later rather than sooner. After all, the chicken tends to enjoy the anticipation more than the final product. And you, yes you, are the chicken! Perhaps I should switch career paths.
You really shouldn't.
Hello, my amicable student friends. It is now 8 a.m. I trust you all had a good sleep? Of course you didn't. You were just rudely interrupted by our very first morning announcement. Yes, this will be a reoccurring feature of the killing game. Best get used to it. The silent crowd, huh? Maybe I should invest in adding a laugh track.
The sound of a familiar bell stirred me awake, just in time for me to catch Tozu's bizarre wake-up call.
Huh?
Regular morning announcements?
Eh?
All of a sudden, from the other side of my door, someone was knocking.
Hello?
Hey, who's there? Police, open up! We know you're harboring a fugitive breakdancer. Come out with your hands and your shoelaces untied. Oh, it's just the pro gamer girl. I'm not in the mood to come out. Leave me alone. Looks like we'll have to do this the hard way. I heard her drawing a deep breath and then...
Yo!
This isn't funny.
You kicked my door open.
Hey!
I said to open up, didn't I?
Check it out!
Anyways, John told me to find everyone. He wants us all to meet in the dining hall looking place. The one with the kitchen?
Yep. Great!
So, if you don't mind, it would be super great if you could go there. I wouldn't want to get on John's bad side. He looks mad intimidating, you know?
Ugh.
Fine, I'll
Just
go.
follow me!
Sweet, see you there. If it meant avoiding questions down the line, then it's best I go. Okay.
Morning to you.
Good morning, Damon.
Hey!
Hey, do you have a calendar in your room? Calendar? Do you?
I
Mm-hmm.
see.
Is your calendar also themed?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, around horses. It's all photos of a girl horseback riding in different places. Beautiful places, too. Oh,
Yeah.
mine's also got horses.
Huh?
Oh, really? What's the problem? Nothing, it's just funny. Because the girls I've spoken to say all their calendars have the horse girl, where the guys all say they have a male celebrity. Except you. Right. Should have just kept my fucking mouth shut. This man does not want people to know he is gay. Upon entering the room, I instantly felt the disapproving gazes of the other Ultimates. They were clearly still bitter about what happened yesterday. I walked over to the main table and grabbed a seat, trying to ignore their stares. Behind me, I heard Cassidy arriving with the final few students.
Check it out!
That should be everyone. Much appreciated, Cassidy.
How we feeling?
Alright, everyone, listen up. I've got some more exciting news to share. Have you discovered something? Last night, I decided to leave my dorm and do some exploring. I investigated every part of this academy with the exception of your rooms.
You think?
You don't seem tired after doing that. It's nothing I'm not used to. Once you pulled enough all-nighters, the differences between night and day start to become meaningless. Anyways, back to my story. The first oddity I encountered was the janitor closet. For some reason, it's now been locked shut.
Oh.
Locked? Do you think something dangerous is being kept in there? Something dangerous?
Really?
Talk about jumping to the worst possible
Hold your
conclusion.
horses.
Nah, she makes a good point. It's nigh impossible to gauge a place you haven't explored. All I can tell you is that we can't enter. We can't enter, and we'd be unwise to try.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Sheesh.
In other words, the only means of entry is by brute force, which we already know isn't taken kindly. What happened next? You said that this was the first oddity, so you must have found a
That's
second.
right.
Not just found, explored.
Oh, really?
Take a breather.
There I was, in the room with the big tree, searching for an escape route, searching every nook and cranny, when I noticed one of the shutter doors was open. It was open? What did you find? What did I find? I'm not about to spoil the surprise. Don't worry, I fully intend to show you what lies beyond those shutters. I was only able to skim over it before dawn
Leave it
arrived,
to
but
me.
today we can explore it together. The tree's a bit of a hike to reach, but if we leave now, we can...
Huh?
His words were interrupted by a series of high-pitched beeps. Did everyone's watches just make a high-pitched noise? Are we about to get zapped? I think we would have felt an electric shock by now. So, what was that little ding for? We all looked at each other with puzzled expressions. Then cautiously activated our watches. Am I looking at a map? Oh. Sure enough, each watch had been fitted with an interactable map. Was this some kind of automated update? Look, if you zoom in close enough, the names of the doors will load. How thoughtful of our kidnappers. Dining hall, laundromat. Yep, it really is the layout of the building. Whoa, turns out we're right on the money calling this room a dining hall.
Ooh.
Ooh, is this the place John's acting so hush-hush about? She pointed to a region of the map which resembled the building with the tree. All 5 shutter doors were outlined, and behind one of them appeared to be a large multi-room area. Alpha Sanctuary. This position does line up. Odd choice of a name, though. Alpha Sanctuary. So the room he found doesn't match its description. Considering our captors are the ones assigning names, I'm not sure whether to be relieved or concerned.
Man.
This watch would be better if you could make cute emojis or check your running distance.
No kidding.
It's really not much of a watch. It doesn't even tell you what time it is.
Don't get it mixed up.
Hey, do you know if it's actually 8 a.m.? The few clocks around here seem easy to sabotage. Maybe they're going to try and mess with our sleep schedules? I do feel especially cantankerous today. The announcement seemed accurate. My initial clock is pretty strong, and I did stay awake for most of the night. But let's circle back to the actual topic at hand, our new area of interest. With a map at everyone's disposal, it'll be even easier to find. I say that's a sign for the crew to set sail. May as well.
Gotta stay one step ahead.
Still, let's be cautious when we enter. For all we know, the people running this operation might have planted something dangerous. We won't know until we check for ourselves. Let's go. Just a moment. Are we able to trust those two? He pointed to Eva and I. Are you trying to keep us out of the investigation? That seems awfully suspicious. I am only being mindful of my peers. Forcing them to put up with a threatening person or thing would be morally dishonest.
Let's see.
And on the subject of dishonesty, let's be clear it was not me sowing discourse last night. Isn't that right, Eva? Trying to crush our spirits during such a vulnerable moment. And how could anyone forget his input? He nodded in my direction. The other students immediately turned to stare like cats following a string toy. Damon could have at least kept his opinions to himself, but instead... he belittled everyone's talents in order to elevate his own.
Unfortunately.
Clearly, neither of these two have our best interests at heart. It's true. Having the ultimate liar around during our investigation would make some people here uncomfortable. More than that, she'll probably use her skeevy talent to try and mess with our heads. Personally, I'd be happy if she and Damon remained here. Perhaps someone else could stay and keep an eye on them? Not it. Damn, you hate them that much? Dude, I don't hate them. It's just, babysitting is hard work, you know? That's why my babysitters always told me, at least. I think it's okay if Eva and Damon come along.
Hold on.
You aren't wary of them, Diana? Just because they have different opinions doesn't mean they're bad people. They clearly want the same thing as the rest of us, right? They want to go home. So, I think it's okay to give them a chance. It's kind of like that thing they say in court. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty, right?
What about...
Yeah, Eva could use her talent to figure out the mysteries. Lies and mysteries seem at least tangentially related, don't they? I suppose it's not a huge deal, so long as they don't interfere. I have no intention of doing so. If you want to take precautions, we can investigate in small groups. That way everyone can keep tabs on each other. Sounds like a great idea. Let's go. Now that's the energy I'm looking for. How about it, crew? We ready to head off and explore? As long as you don't pair me with anyone weird. Whatever floats your boat. Follow me. People slowly trickled out of the dining hall, heading towards the room with the tree. Oh, that's sanctuary, huh? As much as I didn't want to tag along with the others, I was curious to see what the new place was all about. Considering John's reaction to it, it couldn't be anything dangerous, could it? Tochiko was sitting at the dining table, staring indignantly at a bowl of cereal in front of her. Hey, why are you still here? Is a lady not allowed to feel properly fed and rested before her next venture? You haven't even touched your cereal. Look closely at the bowl. What do you see inside? Cornflakes?
Indeed.
What does the cereal box depict?
Unacceptable.
Honey Nuts. A photo of them, superimposed under the words, yes, Honey Nuts. How am I supposed to enjoy a cereal that does not disclose its own ingredients? Perhaps something dastardly lurks within these auburn flakes. I've never liked cornflakes myself, but she's in way over her head. Now that I think about it, I hadn't even thought about touching the kitchen in this place. If Toshiko was able to eat something and still be standing, then I guess that's a good sign that the food here is safe.
Hi.
Are you going to check out the room John found? Eventually. I just need a minute. Sure.
Come on.
Do you want something? No, not really.
Anyway.
Are you on your way to the new room?
Nope.
I'd say I'm still hesitant. Everyone is so willing to blindly follow one man. It seems these people desperately need someone to look up to.
Well,
What can you do? Why is the shutter door closed? I was sure I left it open. The pirate pressed both his hands against the shutter door and attempted to heave it open with only his strength. But the door didn't budge an inch. Without something to grip onto, there's no getting past. So this was all for nothing? I could try kicking it down, but it'll surely give me a zap, or worse, catch the attention of... I've been upstaged!
villain!
Stay away, villain! It seems the pirate went ahead and told everyone about the shutter door. Vagabond, attention seeker. As the host, I'm supposed to be the one who introduces new areas. Now, anything I say will seem like an afterthought. I wasn't expecting basic etiquette from the likes of you, but I am a ship captain, not a pirate.
Seriously?
That's what you focus on? Oh well, I should look on the bright side. There are still two very important pieces of information that none of you know
Oh,
about.
really?
Go on then, tell us. First of all, I see you have noticed the new map feature. Well done for being on the ball. As a token of appreciation, allow me to introduce its sister feature.
Must go on.
The rules and regulations. Any self-respecting game needs them after all. Oh, fuck. All students, or unwilling participants of the killing game, must live at Eden's Garden Academy until the headmaster grants them release. Students are not allowed to vandalize any official killing game property such as the cameras and the Tozu trinkets. Exceptions may apply. For possibly covering up a murder. Okay. Students are prohibited from harming Tozu or Mara. Students will not be harmed if they obey the rules and regulations. Any student who is responsible for another student's death is considered blackened. All other students are considered spotless. Once a student is killed, a class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. At the end of the class trial, a vote will take place to determine who is the blackened. All killing game participants will have one vote. If the majority vote goes towards a blackened student, then they alone will be executed and the killing game will continue for all remaining students. If the majority vote goes towards a spotless student, then all spotless students will be executed and the remaining blackened will be granted release. Students who violate the rules and regulations will be punished accordingly. New rules may be added at any time and will come into effect immediately.
How?
Rules for a killing game?
Why the long face?
Of course, we are civilized folk, are we not?
Get out.
Civilized folk don't kidnap people and force them to kill each other. That's not true at all. You're probably too young to know, but there was a funny little experiment involving 24 students in a prison. Even so, those fake guards didn't kill people. Shush! We're not having this debate again. Wait, was that yesterday about logic jumping ship? Now for the second, more exciting news. You see, a very interesting secret is lurking beyond this door.
Twist.
A secret which could spell the difference between life and death. The difference between life and death? What do you mean by that? Nope, not telling. If you're curious to know more about the secret, you'll have to find it yourself. By the way, the sooner you find it, the better. I'm itching for some exciting developments. Slow burn works better as a form of medieval torture than a writing style, if you ask me.
That was very...
As someone who studies deranged people for a living, you've outdone many of them.
Me?
Truly? Why, thank you. Anyway, I'll be off now. Afterthoughts like me can't take up too much screen
Hold
time.
your horses.
Hold on. What about the shutter door? Can we not open it again? No need to worry. I have that handled. Have fun, everyone. Be sure to regularly check your Tozu trinkets for new updates. Whistling a cheery tune to himself, the mouse man strolled away and out of sight. Did I hear that right? Tozu trinket? He must mean the stupid watches we're wearing.
Whatever.
Talk about an ugly name. I'm sticking a watch.
Hey.
Hey, what about the other thing he said? Apparently there's an important secret behind the shutter door? Does this mean another treasure hunt?
Yep.
Count me in. Did you even listen to the goat guy? He said the secret would be the difference between life and death. That's not something to run headfirst into.
Doubt it.
He probably just said that to spook us. We don't even know what the secret is. Which is why we should exercise caution. Look around you. We're in a killing game. Whatever's been prepared is definitely dangerous.
Tisk.
If that's not enough to make if it's enough to make that Tozu man excited, it can't be good news.
Right.
Exactly. For all we know, this could have been For all we know, he could have planted a bomb or something. Planting a bomb would defeat the purpose of this game, wouldn't it? Tozu's goal is to toy with us, so we should assume everything within this killing game exists for that reason.
Kind of like...
And this secret,
Calm.
it's simply a tool to manipulate us. Fortunately, it is also where our resistance against the killing game can begin. What do you mean? Suddenly, as if in direct response to Wolfgang's declaration,
Yo!
hey, the shutter door opened. The shutter door was now gone, revealing a hallway to the other side. At the very end, I could see a huge metallic door with a bright red alpha symbol painted over
Check
it.
it out!
This matches what we saw on the map. Is this the sanctuary? According to the map. As for whether or not this place is true to its name, well, it's probably better I just show you inside. Follow me. Is it really a good idea to approach that door? Yes, I think it's best if we listen to John's direction for now.
Seriously.
You want to investigate? Didn't you just say we should resist the killing
Trust in
game?
the process.
It is not the act of investigating that matters, but our reason for investigating. Our resistance against the killing game begins when we refuse Tozu's bait. So long as we expel his secret from our minds, exploring should come at no cost to our safety.
Just like my video games.
We're gonna be raiding like this, like we're on Dreadnought. Oh my god. At the end of the hallway loomed a mysterious iron door. In a way, its appearance was almost comical. Everything about it, from the scale to the color, had as much subtlety as a supervillain's lair in a kid's show. Of course, whatever lurked behind the door probably wasn't something to laugh at. Everyone here? Alright. He wrapped both hands tightly around the handle, and heaved the door open with a grunt. Immediately, the rest of us crowded around to get a glimpse inside. Is this a pharmacy?
Oi!
It is a pharmacy. Doesn't first aid defeat the point of a killing game? That's assuming people will use the pharmacy for good. You mean, it's no wonder Jean was so secretive. Who knows what kind of dangerous drugs are lurking inside?
No.
Then we should stay clear of this place, right? Not exactly. It's like what Wolfgang said earlier. All we're doing is investigating our surroundings. If everyone's on the same page with the pharmacy, it'll be easier to notice if something goes missing. So what you're saying is, if we know the dangers, we'll also know what the precautions to take. It's either that, or be vulnerable. This door doesn't come with a lock, and the shutter's probably being operated by Tozu and his lady friend.
Hold on.
Do you really think one of us would steal something dangerous from the pharmacy? I'd hope not, but better to be safe than sorry. In any case, let's ignore this secret nonsense and focus on exploring the pharmacy. How about we return here in an hour? We can share our findings then. If I catch one of you trying to pocket something suspicious, you're dead. With cautious, yet determined expressions, the students entered the newly opened pharmacy. Giving everyone unrestricted access to medication sounded like a disaster in the making. But having already evoked this group's ire after speaking my mind before, I wasn't about to make the same mistake twice. just stay quiet, let them do their thing. After all, the less people are looking for that very interesting secret, the better my chances are of finding it. The difference between life and death, huh? Entering the pharmacy was like being transported to early modern Europe. Instead of retail shelves, dozens of cabinets lined the walls. Through the glass, I could see the old bottles and vials. To the back of the room, 2 exits framed either side of the wall. Although the floor wasn't tiled, it had been painted to look like that. And the ceiling above had been engraved with complicated patterns. Definitely unlike a modern pharmacy. The map indicated there were rooms beyond this area. Where should I go first? Look at all this stuff. Kai pointed out the shelves, which were lined with an assortment of different medicines. There's way too many drugs here. What if someone uses it for something bad? Like a murder plot? Huh? Well, true, but I was talking about tripping out. What if someone downs an entire bottle just to get high? There's no opioid emergency center or anything here. Better hope everyone here has a high tolerance.
Seriously?
That's what you're concerned about? Yeah, tons of people can get easily addicted. I'm telling you that this is a whole can of worms that'll lead to havoc. I've seen it firsthand.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Who cares?
Nothing. Did he shoot me a dirty look? What the heck is this? Some sort of weird contraption? Despite everything about this place looking old-fashioned, there wasn't a single speck of dust on the glass.
Hiya.
Mind talking for a sec? I'm surprised you want to talk to me at all.
Oh,
Because of what happened yesterday?
now
Nonsense.
would you look at that?
I don't let the past affect today's judgments. It would drive me crazy.
Anyway.
What do you want?
Help a lady out, will you?
Could you start leaving your dirty laundry outside your room every morning? Why? So I can collect it. There's a laundry room here, isn't there? May as well use it. Oh, okay. I can do that.
What now?
Well, I'd like to propose a
Oh,
question.
embarrassing.
It's a bit of an embarrassing one, but do you think you could help with the laundry? I mean, there's a lot of you, so I know I could use an additional hand. Why me? Well, the cute little suit of yours is very well kept. You must have plenty of experience under your belt, right? You don't need to word it like that.
So cute.
So what do you say? What should I do? Should I help Ingrid with laundry duties? I'm gonna go ahead and say
It's
sure.
not cute.
Sure, I can help. Aw, shucks, thank you. I'll let you know when I need you. You can bring a friend too if you want.
Seriously.
I don't have any friends here. I've only been here a day.
Tisk.
Then get off your butt and start making connections. They could help you out later down the line. Don't underestimate the people around you, you hear?
Curious.
All of this medication is out in the open. Anyone could easily grab what they wanted. Maybe we should try locking this place up.
No matter.
No, that won't be necessary. But didn't you just... I was merely stating a fact, not implying anything. I'm very confident no one will misuse what is available
Trust
here.
in the process.
You should be confident too. He may say that now, but his expression earlier told a different story. This looks like a lot like a pachinko machine. Definitely out of place for a pharmacy. You've discovered it. Where did you come from?
Twist!
Beneath the floorboards where the telltale heart lies. Jeez, he should have stayed there.
Why the long face?
Anyways, this pachinko machine is vital to your killing game experience. It's the only source of Marabucks in the entire academy. Marabucks are a physical currency which can be used to win prizes from the gachapon next door. However, students looking to obtain this currency must first braid the pachinko machine. To start a game, simply slide 2 Marabucks into the machine. With luck, the ball will drop into the correct hole and you'll win more Marabucks. Without luck, well, you get nothing. Easy as that. Since everyone's wallets are currently empty, the first game is free for all students. Why would you put something like this in a pharmacy?
Me?
Buying medication is sort of like gambling in a way. There's no way to tell what's really in the bottle. You can only trust in the process. That bag over the counter cough drops should be laced with arsenic, you know. What sort of world does this guy live in? Well, I don't see why I should take my chances with a machine like this. Seems like a quick way to lose money. Fear not, the pachinko is merciful, as it is arbitrary. Should you fail to win after a certain number of attempts, the pachinko will grant you a special consolation reward.
Lovely?
A little bit of pity for the fortuneless few. Generous, isn't it? Sorry, still not interested. Such a tough audience. How about this then? Every few weeks, the pachinko will receive a new
Plot
patch.
twist.
And the consolation reward guarantee carries over. However, the guarantee won't carry over if there's a lunar eclipse in the coming 3 weeks. Or if the name of the current month ends in Y. Or if Mercury is in retrograde. What do you think? Sound compelling? Nope, not convinced. Maybe I should have tried a different approach. Fewer penalties, maybe? No, it loses the thrill factor. The kinder the system, the less alluring it becomes. A vast selection of colorfully packaged skin, hair, and body products were on display. Taking a closer look, every label bore the same extremely pixelated and hard-to-read logo. La Roche-Posay? Doesn't even make sense. The entire aisle was packed with soft drinks, all in authentic glass bottles, too. And all the same flavor by the looks of it. Whatever, drinking something from the pharmacy would be stupid. Bright yellow mop buckets, brooms, and chemical cleaners line the shelves, as well as extra strength all-purpose cleaner, laundry powder, degreaser, disinfectant, furniture, polish, grease cleaner. Geez, that's a lot of cleaning supplies. Though it's not as bad as to have around, considering the people I'm stuck with. Various expensive-looking perfumes were encased in a glass cabinet. This was the first time I've seen perfume being sold at a pharmacy. Wow, the perfumes here are so luxurious. Look at this one. The bottle is so pretty and gold. But what is this fragrance? It's on the tip of my tongue. You know a lot of words, right, Ulysses? Tell me what you think. I can't. Oh, sorry. Am I interrupting you? No, I mean, I literally can't smell perfume.
Come again.
Do you have a cold or something?
Actually.
No, I just can't smell. It's a condition I was born with. Basically, my body doesn't produce enough hormones. The genes which cause this also interfere with the part of my brain that's involved in processing smells,
And so on and so on.
resulting in the inability to smell. Oh, sorry to hear that.
According to my notes.
It's not a big deal. I can still recognize the scent if you describe it to me. How? Whenever I'm reading a book, I'll record any description of a scent I come across. Currently, there's over 1,000 entries in my notebook. Over 1,000 entries? How does he find the time for that? If you want Diana, you can describe the perfume's fragrance to me. There's a chance it'll match one of my entries. Sure thing. I guess this guy got himself covered.
Question.
Yo, Damie. It's Damon. You think it too, don't you? Think what? That Jean is a total LARPer? What are you talking about? Come on, are you serious? You don't know what LARPing is?
Yep.
It's a style of roleplay that takes place in person instead of over the internet. So, it's acting.
Dude!
Hey, actors are only in it for the money. Jean obviously stoops low, but I doubt he'd stoop that low. You're calling him a loser either way. Though you seem to think otherwise, am I right? You'll need to back up your claim with some evidence. Know of any famous Jean doppelgangers?
That's not it.
Don't go making weird accusations. I know the guy's not an actor. He's just a pirate, I guess. Yep, totally. A guy who plays pirate.
Really?
That's called acting.
Dude!
Are you deaf in one ear? I just said role-playing and acting are completely different. She's super sensitive about this. Does she role-play in her free time or something?
For real?
Is this a gachapon? What's it doing in a place like this? There's no sticker showing what's up for grabs. It's the ultimate blind box. It sounded more like the ultimate scam.
Ooh!
A gachapon this mysterious is bound to have good prizes. Here's hoping for a bunch of rare figurines. Those can sell for tons. She walked over to the machine and poked at the money slot with her finger. No card terminal, huh? Whoever made this thing sure is behind the times. You got any cash on you?
Seriously?
Even if I use physical cash, my wallet is inside my luggage, which was left on the train.
So unfair.
How are we supposed to play if we don't have any money? You think Tozu's gonna start his own economy
Better
here?
zip up my fly, my genius is
If he does, I've already got the perfect name for the currency. Blood money. Too soon? Oh well, moving on.
Yep.
It may not seem like it, but money isn't the end-all be-all.
Check it out.
We still have one last thing up our sleeves. Our brains. Just you wait. Cassidy Amber will crack open the secrets of this gachapon. Figuratively. The machine is probably private property, like the camera Grace tried to throw a rock at. Back then, Grace only received a shock, but that was before the Morrow woman showed up and had been introduced to us. Cassidy might talk the talk, but even she knows better than to risk a face full of lead. Tall laboratory cabinets line the walls in the room. Behind the glass, I can see dozens of potted plants. Those plants aren't real, are they? Your typical lab table, equipped with a sink and Bunsen burner. I'm kind of curious if the Bunsen burner worked.
Sup?
Shrimp, help me out, will ya? Jack called out for me from a few row of cabinets.
now?
What do you want? It's these damn cabinets. I'm trying to sort through them, but the bottom one's stuck like a camel in a sand pit. And I really don't want to ask the golfer lady for help. I know you weren't that strong, but could you help me pull it out?
Hey.
What the hell? I am strong. Is that a yes? Great, put your hand here. 3, 2, 1.
Show me what you got.
Pull. We both pulled on cue and the cabinet opened.
Whoops.
There's nothing. That's disappointing. All that effort for nothing.
Adios.
Looks like I gotta search elsewhere. See ya. All that effort and not even a thank you? This guy sucks. That crazy bastard and his lackey constantly screwing me over.
Dumbass.
Don't even think about getting it into my dorm room, you hear? I'll fight anyone who tries. Man, woman, gremlin, I don't give a shit. I'm not going to test her on that. Vines. How do they grow in a place without sunlight? Curious, I reach out and touch them. The leaves had a dense rubber texture. Fake plants. Figures. Oh my gosh. Hi, sweetie. You are not supposed to be up on my computer right now. Hi. You're not supposed to be on my computer, sweetie. Most of the medicine here seems to be for minor stuff like coughs and allergies. And others look like they do more harm than good. I hope no one gets badly injured. There's nothing here that we could use to help them. Are you guys cataloging all the medicine? Trying to, at least. There might be too many to take note of, even for me. You look super tired. Do you want me to take over? It's fine. I shouldn't be much longer. I'm familiar with lots of medication. You are? Mm-hmm. My parents, before they knew what to supplement me, they used to rotate between these. Whether or not the medication would actually work was anyone's guess. They made you take a bunch of random medicine? That sounds pretty irresponsible. To tell you the truth, I think they wanted to stop thinking about it as soon as possible. Either way, at least the knowledge is useful for us now, if only this niche hyper-specific purpose. We'd better start paying close attention to our food. What do you mean? There's sleeping medicine here. You slip some of it into someone's drink, and they're left defenseless at night. All you'd have to do is sneak into their room.
That's...
We're not even a day into this killing game, and you're already coming up with ways to murder?
Whoa.
Whoa, no, it's not like that at all. We've just got to know the dangers we might be facing. That's the best way to survive, right?
fair.
Yeah, that's fair. Even if you were planning something, it'd be pretty counterintuitive to reveal it like that.
No kidding.
Exactly. The only thing I want to do is stop any murders from happening. Stop murders, huh? How do we do that?
Think about it this way.
For starters, we need a way to protect everyone. Exactly how do we do that is what I'm trying to figure out right now.
Don't worry about
You can trust me to come up with something. I definitely will. He's one of the few normal people here, so I guess I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. What a mighty collection of tools at our disposal. In any case, in any of in case any of us come down with a sickness, we can take him here for treatment. I think Ulysses is keeping track of all the medicine this place has. Smart lad. I was considering doing the same. As a ship captain, it's my duty to not only fare the waves, but to take care of my crew.
Leave it to me.
And that goes beyond both seasickness. Recognizing common infections and diseases is all part of the job. Sounds like a job for a medic, not a ship captain. I've always hated taking medicine. It usually tastes so gross and bitter. It would be a lot nicer if they added more sweetness, like with cough serum for kids.
Come again?
How is that relevant? Were you listening to me? Not listening in. Just overheard you talking. I don't think this conversation is going anywhere. The moment the little girl spotted me, a scowl appeared on her face.
Really?
What's that expression for? She went quiet for a moment, seemingly mulling over something in her head.
My.
Doesn't this place make your blood run cold, Mochi?
Mochi?
It's a nickname. Does it not suffice? You can just call me by my name, not some dumb alias. How rude. Do you understand how layered it is? It's a reference. To what? To you, silly. You're cold on the outside, yet perfectly soft on the inside. Oh, and you melt a lot, too.
You think?
That's surprisingly surface level. Also, what you're describing sounds more like ice cream. Not everything in life has to be deep. Simplicity is the key to living, Mochi. Aren't you the one calling it layered? More importantly, does this place not frighten you to your core? It reeks of sickness and disease. This is a place where people live out the rest of their days. Oh, and the cold injections? They are ever so sharp. I can almost feel the pain now. You mean needles? Don't tell me you're scared of needles. No, that's not what you were supposed to.
Of course not.
I mean, of course not. Whatever did you get that idea? Needles. I'm not scared of silly things like that. Her face tells a different story.
Honestly.
This really is a death game. Such squalid medical facilities. That's putting it nicely. This place looks like it's been abandoned for years. The floor looks especially rough with chemicals spilled all over. Wait a minute. On closer inspection, that strange patchy texture was actually part of the design? What the heck? Why make a floor look damaged on purpose? Enamored with the place, are you? Enamored? With the floor in particular, it seems. Well, better than something valuable. If you broke one of the machines here, your insurance probably wouldn't cover it. Was that her idea of a joke? Patient beds were arranged next to each other like run-of-the-mill hospital ward. There's no way these were placed here to enhance the room's aesthetic, right? Jeez, I really hope the sheets are clean. Eva was staring intently up at something. I followed her gaze and saw a large collection of posters hanging from the ceiling. There were random scribbles covering each poster. Don't these posters look strange to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty out of place in a pharmacy. It almost feels deliberate. Take a better look at them. Doesn't it resemble anything to you? Anything? I craned my neck to look at the posters from a different angle, trying to understand what Eva was talking about. All of a sudden, I saw it. Tozu's wholesale plushies.
That's...
It's a picture of Tozu. But don't you find it strange? The little
Listen to
Tozu? The entire advertisement. Why is it only visible from a certain angle? If you stood anywhere else in the room, you'd never know this ad was here. I see what you're saying. It makes no sense to hide something like this from view unless you want to keep it a secret. Exactly. Look at the design of it too. It doesn't look anything like a normal advertisement. The placement of the text and stuff is all nonsensical.
Strange.
Why is the product's price so tiny? Pricing is the sort of thing a poster would go out of its way to emphasize. That's probably just bad graphic design skills. Considering the mysteriousness of the whole advert, do you think it might be the secret Tozu was talking about before? Maybe we should ask some of the others to take a look and see what they think.
Seriously?
You're joking. Do you really want their help? Last night those guys shunned us for being honest. If we told them about this cipher, they'd probably be upset that we were the first to discover
It's
it.
simple.
Even if they tried to solve it, I don't think they'd get anywhere. We're better off just laying low for the time being. Alright, that can work. Let's keep this advertisement a secret between us. For now, we can try to figure out what it actually means.
Interesting.
In my opinion, this is definitely what Tozy wanted us to find. It's too well hidden for it not to be. Meaning, solving the cipher could lead us to something important.
Right.
Yeah, I agree. It can be the difference between life or death. Then it's something we have to figure out. I've talked to everyone and explored the entire pharmacy. Apart from the cipher, there wasn't anything in here that could help you escape. There you are. Come to the front of the pharmacy. We found something. What'd you find? Some kind of pin pad thingy? Just take a look for yourself, will you? Pin pad thingy? If it was enough to send her flying over here, I may as well check it out. I followed Ingrid to the front of the pharmacy.
Howdy.
Take a look at this. On the wall behind her. Damn. It was a massive vault door. The kind you could see guarding treasury of precious artifacts. In the middle, a tiny pin pad emitted an ominous green glow. It was hidden behind one of the cabinets. Cassidy and I noticed a small crevice behind the cabinet in the wall, so I pushed it aside to get a better look.
My.
All by yourself? Incredible.
Nice.
You're very reliable, Ingrid. It was nothing.
Take note of this.
There are 4 zeros on the screen. Whatever the code to this pin pad is must be 4 digits long.
Well,
So, anybody got a clue what to put in? Fine, I'm just gonna try out the standard ones.